Americans are too friendly. I love how friendly Americans are. I love it. It's such a nice...
There's a side of America you won't find in a tourist brochure. Some foreign women arrived with a very different picture of the United States in their minds. They had heard the criticism, seen the stereotypes, and expected to keep their distance. Then they met Americans, not celebrities, not politicians, just everyday people, a stranger offering help. Someone taking the time to listen. A simple smile that made an unfamiliar place suddenly feel a little less foreign. These moments may seem small, but when you're far from home, they can mean everything, because sometimes the most powerful part of traveling isn't what you see. It's the people you meet. For some of these women, the kindness they experienced was so genuine and unexpected that it brought them to tears. They came to America expecting to discover a country. Instead, they discovered something much more personal: compassion, generosity, and a sense of humanity they never expected to find. And the moments you're about to see explain why some of them left America carrying more than memories. They left with a completely new feeling about the people who live here. Sometimes the smallest moments can completely change how you see a country. For many foreign visitors, getting a little lost in America leads to an unexpected discovery. Americans genuinely love helping people. Ask for directions, and you might get far more than an answer. You might get a stranger who stops everything just to make sure you find your way.
If you get lost and you stop and you ask for directions, an American will go out of their way to help you. They will walk you 7 blocks, they will point, they will describe, they will write in detail, they will take screenshots, they will send you emails. They are the nicest, most helpful group of people when someone is visiting, or I don't know if you just have an accent or if it's like this for everybody, but I can tell you that on my first trip here and until now, and I've been here almost 10 years, this is one of my favorite things about traveling around America is they are always willing to help, always.
For some foreign women, dating in America comes with a surprising realization. American men may be seriously underrated. From confidence and good manners to the little things that make a woman feel valued, they say American men check a lot of boxes. And once they experience it for themselves, going back to what they knew before suddenly feels a whole lot harder.
It breaks my heart how underappreciated American men are by women here. We don't even have half of the standards you guys have for men here. They work out, they are good looking, they open the door. Like, it never happened that I go out with an American man and he doesn't open the door for me. It's crazy. Yes, they yup, but in general, they check all the boxes. Sometimes I want to send American women, a portion of them, to Russia so they educate and they will be like, whoa.
Sometimes what surprises foreign visitors most about America isn't the size, the cities, or the famous landmarks. It's the people. They arrive expecting one kind of experience, then discover something completely different: friendly strangers, genuine politeness, and a culture where small acts of kindness still matter. And for many visitors, that becomes one of their favorite things about America.
The people in America are honestly some of the nicest people I have ever met. I'll tell you a few reasons why. Firstly, everyone's so friendly. Whenever you walk into a shop here, somebody always welcomes you in. It's always, hi, how are you? Welcome in. Let me know if you need anything. I mean, we have that in England, but in the high-end stores. Here, you have it everywhere. When you're just walking through the streets, people say hello. It's really nice. Side note, whenever I have a conversation with someone, they always ask me if I'm from Australia. We sound totally different, so I will never understand that. I take that as a compliment. I like the Australian accent. People here are so polite. It's always yes sir, no sir. Also, if someone's in someone's way, they always apologise, they say excuse me, so that's cute. Also, when I'm walking down the street, every single person in their car will wave. Through the neighbourhood, they'll wave, as if to say hi. That's such a friendly thing to do. They don't do that back in England. Another thing, you can tell here they have traditional values. The men here Whether you're just at a petrol station, a store, a restaurant, they will hold the door for you. It's so sweet. And the girls are so friendly. They'll say hello, they'll compliment you, they'll ask if you want to hang out. I love that.
One of the biggest surprises for foreign visitors in America is how easy it can be to connect with a complete stranger. A simple compliment, a friendly smile, or even a comment about a dog can turn into a real conversation. For some visitors, that openness feels completely unfamiliar, and somehow America can make even the shyest people want to start talking.
I was walking down the street with my friend and I saw this so cute dog, Greg from Houston, because he has the same sweater as his owner. So of course I had to pet him for like an hour, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. No, it's so easy to start a conversation with a total stranger in the US. This is something I love so much. In France, you cannot do that because people are gonna stare at you thinking, what does this person want? In France, I am suspicious and I have to be suspicious because scams are everywhere. It's like, what do you want? You want money, my body? What do you want? But here it's just like, I like your dog, I like your sweater, I like your shoes. I don't know. Of course, I'm still cautious, but still, here it's really, really different. So with my friend, we just spent 10 minutes talking about the dog, talking about their sweater. It was just a conversation like that. No purpose, but just having a good time. And this is something so crazy for me because I was the kind who was so shy, so introvert. I don't talk to strangers, even like with my own family. Please don't talk to me. I changed completely. Even my family is like, what is going on?
For some British visitors, America can feel surprisingly different from home. They notice a culture that feels more open, less judgmental, and easier to connect with. Your accent doesn't have to define who you are, and a stranger can become a friend in minutes. For many, that freedom is one of the most refreshing things about America.
Things I love about America as a British person. The first one is going to be, I feel America is less judgmental than the UK. And I feel like if you've lived in both places, you will know what I mean. In the UK, it's very common for people to make very snide comments if you're achieving something in life. You might hear them say, oh, well, where do they get their money from? Or, oh, it's lucky for some. You'll hear a lot of like very backhanded compliments. It's very difficult for British people to just give you an outright compliment like, wow, you did great. Like, it makes them uncomfortable somehow. Secondly, is going to be there's less of a class system in the US, in my opinion. In the UK, your accent kind of defines your class. If you speak like almost like the Queen, very like received pronunciation, but like an even posh version of received pronunciation. That basically means you came from money and everybody sort of knows that, right? And if you don't speak like that, it's assumed that you probably don't. In the US, the way that you talk, your accent, doesn't really define your class. Maybe like how you articulate yourself, yes, but your actual accent, no. Thirdly, I love that people hear random conversations with you. I'm in the South, so this is very much geared towards the South. They're also like it in California too. New York is a little less like this, but for the most part, most places in the US, people will make random conversations with you. It's much easier to make friends with strangers overall. Like, you can go out by yourself and come back with 5 new friends. Very difficult to do that in the UK because people tend to keep themselves to themselves overall.
For some foreign visitors, one of the sweetest surprises in America is something incredibly simple: compliments. American women can be surprisingly generous with them, turning a stranger's outfit, smile, or style into a little confidence boost. It may seem like a small thing, but that kind of warmth can completely change someone's day.
You know what American girls are really, genuinely really good at, I've noticed? Giving compliments. I'm walking around and there's a bunch of girls, girl, I love your outfit, girl, your outfit is so cute. Genuinely, like, why don't we do that more in Europe? It's made my day. Thank you, girl, slay queen, all of those things, Made my day. We should do that more often.
One thing that constantly surprises Europeans about America is just how friendly people can be. A simple hello can turn into a conversation, and a stranger might treat you like an old friend. At first, that kind of warmth can feel almost suspicious. There has to be a catch, right? But for many visitors, They eventually realize that Americans may simply be this welcoming.
Americans are too friendly. I love how friendly Americans are. I love it. It's such a nice, refreshing change after being in London for 8 years. But like when you think about European countries, the first thing that comes to your mind isn't friendly and kind and warm and welcoming. It's more like sarcastic, ironic, suspicious. Whereas Americans are truly friendly. And as a European, I'm like, but what do you want? What's the catch? Why are you friendly? Like, you must want something from me, otherwise you wouldn't be so friendly. What's in it for you? I'm still trying to figure out, like, are you guys really that friendly, or do you want something?
For some foreign visitors, America becomes special for reasons they never expected. It's the friendly people, the incredible service, the sunshine, and those little moments of connection that make everyday life feel different. After spending time here, these simple things can become the very reasons they don't want to leave.
I've been here for a few years in total, and I'm gonna give you my favorite things. My absolute first is the people. People are so nice here. All I have to do is go outside my door and I'll be talking to a stranger. In Sweden, we will ignore each other. All I need is to go to the grocery store and my social need for the day is met. Second thing, the service. Americans are incredible when it comes to service. Last time I flew from Europe to the US, I brought 2 strollers. One was late at the airport. Because I first flew with a European flight company, I tried to call them and it was impossible to get to them. Eventually, I found out that I had to go via the American company. That phone call took 5 minutes and the next day I had my stroller. My third thing could be number 1 as well. It is the climate. In Sweden, we have long and dark winters and the summer sometimes lasts for a day or 2. You never know what you're gonna get. I just spent the winter partly in Arizona and then California, and I have had Swedish summer at its peak the whole winter. My baby woke up, but the last thing actually is how much people love babies. And that goes into people just talking to strangers. But once again, you need that, especially when you stay at home like me. I need social interactions.
There are plenty of misconceptions about America, but one surprises foreign visitors again and again. The people. Away from the headlines and stereotypes, they often discover something much simpler. Americans can be incredibly warm, welcoming, and easy to talk to. For many visitors, the people end up becoming one of their favorite things about America.
Okay, let's talk about another misconception that I think a lot of people outside of the US have about America is the people. I don't know. I think they just don't know. They don't know, and they think people are crazy here. I think with the whole political divide, they just think everyone is crazy over here. But let me tell you, I have never met an American that I didn't like. Everyone is so kind. I will say Americans love Australians, so I don't know, the accent helps. They love the accent, don't know why, but they do. But everywhere I've gone, everyone has always been friendly. You know, there's always the Karens in the world, but you get those everywhere, right? But overall, people are so nice. They are so nice. I love the people here. I think they are some of the friendliest people on earth, right? And people are shocked actually when we say that we've moved from Australia. They're like, why on earth would you live here? Why would you live here? And the answer is that we love living here. We love living in America. I've got another video on all the things that I love about America, but we love living here. There's just so many great qualities about living here. So we love it. Love the people. The people are awesome.